Move your body around till you feel comfortable. And like I said, we're going to just do a longer meditation than normal and use part of that as our practice as far as what we're doing here. Gravity, I'm sure Victor's filled in a little bit. But we're just kind of exploring, trying to push our limits with what we can sense with our energy, direct with our energy, control ourselves mostly. My belief is that you can't control the world out there unless you can control your own energy and where you direct it and what you do with it. So we're practicing with that here. And we practice the physical, mental, emotional. Usually Sundays we're a little more on the mental, trying to do that level. And it sounds like, like you said, the remote viewing, you're already practicing that already, so won't have to like your head. So we're just going to start, like I said, with the meditation. Taking this, close your eyes, find a comfortable position. Your legs can be crossed, so they can just be on the floor. It doesn't really matter. And like I said, we're going to just use the meditation as a way of being a little more inward tonight, and really try to train the brain. It's like, obtaining knowledge is easy. It's easy to read a book, like, for example, reading a book about like mountain climbing. Or climbing in general. But you cannot embody that knowledge or turn it into wisdom until you put effort into doing it or exercising it. So tonight, and what we try to do with these Sunday nights is put some effort into what we know and try to expand ourselves and strengthen our energy, our focus, our mind. To me, it really comes back to consciousness. Consciousness, for me, really rules everything. And if you can get control of your consciousness and control where your mind goes and direct your mind and your consciousness, then the limit of what you can control and manifest or create is unlimited. So it's basically limited by our consciousness that's been kind of poisoned through different experiences, childhood, peers, preachers, teachers, those types of things. So we're going to focus in the meditation on really trying to focus our mind. Let all the other distractions go away. And we're just going to start in general. So just, like I said, find a relaxing position. Close your eyes. And if you've got to move during this, we're going to do it for a little while, you can. But I recommend if you do move, do it very mindfully. Don't just move in a haphazard way. Just take your time, find a new position. But really focus on your mind being empty, clear, and focus. But let's just begin by witnessing or watching our breath. Not efforting at this moment, just watching your breath come in and then leave. Just developing that witness mind that is always neutral no matter what's happening. Getting in touch with and in tune with that part of us, that if something negative is happening, it still remains neutral. Just witnessing and watching. The only effort at this moment is to keep your focus on your breath. The mind is extremely powerful. It's like lightning. And you've got to learn how to direct that lightning where you want it to go. And that takes effort. You can't just let it off the chain, let it do whatever it wants. So now you're controlling or directing your mind to simply observe your breath. Any thoughts arise, you simply breathe them out and away. And right now, just watching your breath as it comes and goes. With each exhalation, your mind becomes more clear and focused. And as you get in tune with that witnessing part of self, it seems like it's small, but when you tune into it, there's an expansion that happens. And it's almost like if you can tune in, your awareness is in your body, but everywhere else at the same time. And the trick to mastering it is controlling where your focus is. Still just watching your breath come and go. Take your hands and rest them on your lap, palm up. Left hand and right hand palm up, just simply sitting on your lap in a comfortable way. Now we're going to really start practicing with the focusing of our consciousness and chi. Wherever your mind goes, chi goes, energy goes. Focus on negative, you feed that. Focus on positive, you feed that. So we're going to practice running some energy through the chakra system, the meridian system. Now bring your focus to the palm of your right hand. Try to pinpoint a very specific point in the center of your palm. Not just the whole palm, but try to do like, if I took a pen and put a mark in the center of your hand, try to focus just there. Focusing all your mind, your energy, and your intention to that one spot in the palm of your hand. And just pay attention to what happens as your mind, your energy, and your focus goes to that one spot. Now that your attention is there, now I want you to imagine that there is energy spiraling from that spot. If you want, you can visualize a tornado. The tip of that tornado touching that one spot in the center of your palm. Try to spin that tornado as fast as you can. It's comfortable with you. See if you can feel that spiraling, that pressure, that energy in your right hand building. Just observing and learning from the experience. It can be a small tornado about 6 inches tall, or you can try to spiral it all the way up to the ceiling and through. Take a few moments now and play with that energy and see what you can do with it. See what you can feel. This little exercise develops focus and sensitivity and feeling energy. Spiraling that tornado. Making it big up to the ceiling, then back down to the palm of your hand. Don't let your mind get distracted. Keep focused on the exercise. It's like lifting weights. It's building the strength of your mind and focus. Now, no matter what size that tornado is, with your mind and focus, shrink the tornado down, back into your palm, until the entire tornado disappears, and now you're just focusing back on the one spot in the center of your right hand. Now, withdrawing your energy and focus from your hand, bring it back to your breath. Focusing on your breathing in and out. Your breathing being your sole focus, your sole purpose at this moment. Now bring your attention to your left hand. And bring your attention to your fingertips. And focusing the energy, try to get the fingertips alone to tingle or buzz. See if you can feel a tingling or buzzing in your fingertips just by giving the intent to the energy with your mind and focus. Feel your fingertips buzzing and tingling. And now imagine that buzzing and tingling running up and down the length of your fingers. So the buzzing's at the tip of your fingers, run it down to the base of the fingers and then back up to the tip of the fingers. It's just an exercise in focusing the mind and moving the energy. Stay focused on the left hand, running energy up and down the fingers alone. Just play with it and have fun. Exploring and experimenting. Now let the tingling subside and focus in the center of the left palm about the size of a quarter. And now with the intent and your focus of your mind, try to make that quarter-size space in the center of your palm hot. Focusing heat in the center of your left palm. See if you can feel it heat up. Focusing with your mind, focusing on heat in the center of your palm. Feel your left hand getting hotter and hotter. Now bring your attention to your left fingers and make them cold. The left finger is cold, the left palm hot. Now letting the attention fade from your fingertips, and now focus on both palms, making both palms warm and hot. Try to feel the heat in the palm of your hands, as if there's a fire. You can even play with visualizing a small fire in the palms of your hands. Visualization changes energy extremely quick. Feel the fire and the heat in your palms. Now withdraw your attention from your hands, letting them normalize. And focus back on your breathing, breathing in and breathing out. Just focusing on your breathing in and breathing out. Next we're going to do a little Qigong exercise to build energy. It's called the microcosmic orbit. You've got the governing vessel that runs up the back of the spine, over the top of the head, to the top lip. You have the conception vessel that runs up the front of the body to the lower lip. You complete this circuit by putting the tip of your tongue and touch the tip of the tongue to the roof of your mouth. Just feel for a spot that feels right. Placing the tip of your tongue on the roof of your mouth. And to close the other end of the circuit, you pull the perineum muscle, which is between the anus and the genitals. It's kind of the muscle that you feel when you're trying to cut off urine. And you want to slightly pull up on that muscle, not like a complete contraction, but pull up gently to engage it. Tip of the tongue at the roof of the mouth. And now imagine energy starting at the lower spine, coming straight up the back, over the top of the head, down the front of the body, and then back up, spiraling. Go at your own pace, breathing and letting the energy of the microcosmic orbit build and strengthen. Feel the energy moving up your back, over the top of your head, down the front of your body. And feel that energy spiraling faster and faster. Like a generator, generating and building energy. using your mind to focus, letting all other distractions and thoughts, letting them float away. You're in charge of your mind and your body. You just have to take charge. Spiraling the energy. Spiraling it a few more times. As the energy is spiraling, become aware of a space, a small sphere, just behind and below the navel. It's called the lower dantian. And in a moment, wherever you are on that spiral, wherever you are focusing as the energy moves around, in a moment when I tell you, you're going to pull the perineum up completely, like completely contract that muscle, and pull that energy that's been spiraling around the microcosmic orbit up into that sphere just behind and below the navel. So still spiraling, building the energy. Now take a deep breath in, pull the perineum up as tight as you can. Pull the energy up into the lower dantian, feeling the lower dantian store it. And relax your attention, your body, your tongue, the perineum. And bring your focusing back to the breath, breathing in and breathing out. Now let's play with some body functions to see if we can not interfere, that's not a good word, play with how they express themselves. So bring your attention to your heart. And as you tune in, see if you can feel, or maybe even hear, how fast it's beating. Just feel the overall state of your heart. If you want to, you can put a hand over the heart to feel the pulse, to feel it beating. Now using your mind, just give the intent to slow the heart down. Not in an unhealthy way, but just slowing the heartbeat down, calming the heart down. See if you can slow it down with just your thoughts. And then allow your heart to return back to normal. Bring your focus back to your breathing. And now with the power and the focus of your mind, see if you can slow down your breathing to where it's almost unrecognizable. You're not holding your breath, you're slowing your breath. Most people breathe at best a 4-second inhale and about a 4-second exhale. See if you can extend that. See if you can actually inhale for 30 seconds and exhale for 30. But don't hold the breath. See if you can control your lungs and your chi with your focus. When you do it right, you don't get short of breath. It's not about holding or restricting anything. If they were practicing to be ninjas. See if you can take that 30-second inhalation and exhalation without moving any part of your body. Everything is energy, and energy is manipulable, and transformable. Just by your focus, you can change an energy. Practicing on slowing your breath way down. And as your breath slows and lengthens, your mind descends to a very deep level. Like diving down to deep in the ocean where everything is quiet. Just exploring the ranges of what your body can and can't do. Just allow your breathing to return to normal. Do one last little exercise here in the meditation. If you've got a regular ache or pain that you tend to have, or something that you're having right now, take all of your focus, all of your mind, to that part of your body. If you don't have something that's hurting, you can play around with the energy on one particular part of your body. Maybe something you have a chronic pain that's just not here today. But just pick something to work with and focus on. If you have the pain now, focus on the pain. Feel it out. What is it doing, and how is the energy moving? Or is it moving at all? So the first part is to feel it out, to tune into it, sense it. That's the yin part, the observing female. And in observation in your mind, there's a question of what does this part of my body need? How do I need to move the energy to make this pain go away, to make this block free? Now whatever image you get, don't move your body, use your energy, now the yang aspect, and push on that part of your body and move it with your mind. Squeezing, pushing, or pulling with the energy, whatever you're drawn to do. The only thing that should be moving is your mind and focus. Your body is still like a statue. Do one more exercise. I will do one more thing that popped in my mind. Let's focus on the spine, the very top of the spine, where the cervical spine goes into the base of the skull. And you're going to focus your attention and energy there. And I want you to run the energy on both sides of the spine, all the way to the tailbone. As if you're behind yourself, massaging beside the spine, from the base of the skull, pushing and pulling the energy all the way along the spine, both sides, to your sacrum, to your sit bone. And then go up and down your spine a couple of times, pushing and pulling the energy. See what you can feel or experience. And now with the energy, extend your spine. Imagine your spine is being pulled out, the head from the tailbone, in a comfortable way. Stretching out the spine, relaxing the vertebrae, opening up the space between each one. Feel the lengthening in your spine and the relaxation. Try to keep your mind solely focused on your spine, expanding the spine, seeing what you feel. Letting the spine return back to normal, the muscles of the back, and just focus on your breathing. Breathing in and breathing out. Slowly bringing your awareness back to your physical body. Maybe as you were doing that exercise, you were so focused you lost track of part of your body. Bring your attention back to your body where you're sitting now. Slowly moving your hands, your body. You can open your eyes when you're ready.